I played Screamer, which is a reimagining of a series of arcade races from the mid-90s.
Oh.
I'd never heard of them, but when I saw Milestone's anime-inspired series Refresh, I was definitely intrigued, particularly since it has a lot of the colorful and creative Hot Wheels Unleashed energy that they've put into they worked on the Hot Wheels series.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Yeah, cool.
So they've just come off the back of that. A lot of the same team, or the same development studio, made the original Screamers in the 90s. They're still around. They're an Italian team. And so they've decided it's time to bring the series back with a Japanese spin.
Hell yeah.
We got an invite to go across. Backward got an invite to go across to the Play On offices, and I went across and played. This is pre-alpha vertical slice of the game. It's due to come out next year. So they're that confident in the core mechanics of their game that they are showing it to press. The embargo lifted yesterday. There's a bunch of articles about how this plays out on IGN and on ABC Gamer. Some of many. But this game rocks.
Yeah? Oh, good.
It's a dual stick racer.
Ooh, cool.
You control basically the front of your car with the left stick and the drift with the right stick.
What?
And
Whoa.
so
Sick.
they operate completely independently of each other. So you can throw your car really hard into a corner by pushing both sticks. You can use one stick. You can try and control it in a myriad of weird and wonderful ways. And once you get a sense of how the dual sticks work together, you have heaps of control over your speed and how you take corners in a way that I've never really felt in a racing game, even an arcade game. You know, corners mean slow down. In Screamer, there is no real slowing down. It's just throw the car hard around the corner.
Sick.
There, you can see a bunch of boost bars at the top. You're building up as you race. And individual races, so you pick a racer, a character, and they have their own car. And they have unique ways of building up the boost bars. It does have default ways to build up, but some of them get more based on how you pass a car or if you are drifting a lot. And then there's this other feature which I've not seen in a video game before. It's called Active Gear Shift, which is the equivalent of the active reload from Gears of War.
Oh, yeah.
So if you time a gear shift right, you get a boost.
Yeah.
And so there's just like, you're constantly playing. It's not like a sim racer where you are getting into a groove on a straight and you're prepping for the next corner. You are constantly playing. You're constantly flicking sticks. You're constantly building up your boost. You might be manipulating the player around you so that you are falling behind and passing them again, so you're getting your own boost meters up. And then the other element of this, so there's like, you want to go fast, you want to go fast, you want to go fast, but then there's a battle element to it as well, which is you build up what they call inertia? No, it's up the top there somewhere.
Strike.
That is strike, but that bar is called something in particular. But you can strike another vehicle, so you do basically a fast acceleration, and if you hit the back of them, they blow up and they respawn going 0 k's an hour.
Nice.
So that
Wow.
if you get hit, you blow up and you're slowed down in that way. There is a shield, so you can block those attacks when you detect them coming in from behind. And then there is your hype meter, which controls how quickly those things go up. And ultimately, you want to build to the end of a 3-lap race, overdrive, which you press the left and right thumbsticks in, and you're in star power mode from Mario Kart.
Hell yeah.
You can just run into the back of anyone, except if you hit a wall, you also blow up.
So you go like super fragile and dangerous.
super fragile overdrive. And
Interesting.
it becomes entropy is what it's called. Yeah, thank you. It is a dance of inputs while you're in a race, while you're trying to find, I got to play like 8 of the suite of characters that are going to be playable in this. I only played the, there was 8 maps or something as well, and I played all the races, and they've got different levels of difficulty, but that's the part of the game that obviously is ready. But why is it anime themed? Because they've employed polygon pictures who are a Japanese anime studio. They've worked with Disney. They've made Godzilla animations. They're a 3D animation house, one of the biggest in the business. They are doing the cutscenes for the story for this game.
That's cool, man.
Okay.
Troy Baker is in as of
course.
because
Of
of
course
course,
he is, yep.
but spared no expense on what this narrative is going to be.
For
and
a
these
racing
characters,
game.
these characters are from the narrative. I haven't got a sense of what that is, but it's wild that they have. I was playing this, just doing the races and falling in love with the mechanics that are here. I think it is one of the best feeling arcade races I've ever played. Once you get used to the amount of things that you can do, it always feels like there's some way that you could be doing a better job to get speed. I reckon the skill gap in this is going to be huge. But yeah, good block, excellent shielding. But yeah, the fact that then going to be all this wrapper of an anime racer narrative is cool as hell.
That's
Yeah.
risky too, because like putting narratives in racing games, I can't think of too many great examples of it.
So be
More-
the one that is.
Well,
you
that's what I
know?
mean. No, totally. And
Yeah.
these
Need
guys.
for Speed Most Wanted.
Yeah.
That is the hallmark.
But then
Yeah.
Need for Speed tried too hard. They did the FMV
True.
stuff that got really cringe, and it can feel. If I hear another racer go, "Hey, you're pretty hard out there. You want to set?" and you're like, "Shut the fuck up." Whereas this looks anime melodrama.
Yeah.
Like battle cars, like thinking. Speed Racer meets,
Yeah,
Bit
it
of
definitely
Burnout.
feels like
Evangelion meets
it definitely
Burnout.
feels like the top line will be post-apocalypse. There's a bunch of gangs that are trying to take control of the city, and the gentleman's agreement is that we are a racing civilization, and therefore, like culturally, it's important, and therefore, the person that has the best racer as part of their faction is going to be the one that controls the city.
Yep.
And so that feels like the top line of the narrative.
I was going to say, is that the actual top liners that you speculating?
That's me speculating based
Okay.
on the fact that there are multiple factions.
Right.
Each faction has unique abilities under their in their vehicles and for their race.
But also the
racer
box art for
characters.
this, or the cover art right now, is this like amazing looking like cast of characters all looking like they're a
I gotta
DVD
look this up.
cover for an anime series. And why not go ham? Why not go like over the top? I haven't been able to stop looking at
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
But go melodrama and go that kind of full fantasy style narrative instead of just, hey, it's a race festival, or hey, it's your gang's racing. It's like, that's cool. And man, this looks like I love Burnout Takedown, which I'm getting vibes from this.
Yeah.
The Need for Speed Underground series as well. But like even what's the Ubisoft racer, the stunt one that has all those crazy tracks? That's
The Crew?
no,
The
it's
stunt
the
one
it's
is
the
called
Anyway,
not
we-
Test Drive.
we played a bunch of it. with,
Trackmania.
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 Yeah, some Trackmania vibes to it.
There's
That like
also the arcade one. I think it's done by Konami.
Daytona. Sorry.
Initial D?
It's like Extreme. Is it Initial D? Is the one where like you get in the chair and it's kind of like watching
Look
a
at
movie
this.
in 4DX. Like
It's
it
just
like
crazy.
moves around and shit, and you can like twist your car around to hit other people's cars. I love combat car shit. I
Yeah.
think it's so.
I
sick.
appreciate that it doesn't look like it's gone with projectiles and it's like it sounds like it's learned to control the vehicle and use it as a weapon. That's cool.
Yeah,
I
100%.
like it's
Yeah,
kind
you
of
don't pick up rockets and you can fire
totally.
rockets.
Yeah.
You're like,
And even
I'm
the,
gonna. It's early not Need for Speed, Fast and Furious of like, I'm gonna ram them off the road.
But
kind
that's
of
also
vibe.
like F-Zero X. Like
Yeah.
that series had that same thing where it's like you could go super fast and you're really vulnerable at the same time, and
Yeah.
like risk reward racing, that kind of thing as well.
Yeah.
Just wild. But that just the dual. I need to see how that. I need to feel how that
Yeah.
feels. 'cause-
Honestly, it was like I was like, how am I going to play this thing? And within 15 minutes, you're like, okay, I can see how I can get better and better and better
Yeah.
with these controls. I was only playing the vertical slice was only on the medium difficulty, and by the end of it, I was doing the more advanced vehicles on the more advanced maps and coming first, second, or third.
Okay.
But that was the medium difficulty of I don't know how many, and it felt like a good challenge at the medium difficulty. So yeah, I think.
And
it's a
nothing
really
better
high
than
skill
having little character profiles to each of those cars coming past you, being like, "Hey, I got you there." You're like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna kill you." Not just nameless cars, but being characters. It's like, that looks cool.
You talked about confidence in them showing you the build this early. You kept saying pre-alpha footage. That looks good for pre-alpha.
Oh my
footage.
set.
God,
Right?
it
It looks
does.
exceptional.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks
I think
gorgeous.
I really think that they know they're onto a winner with the game feel.
Hell yeah.
And so the next however long, even if it comes out in January, they're going to be spending the next 4 months working
Put a
on
mo-
whatever that narrative
Put a
is.
Yeah.
movie in it.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Just do
I
it.
don't know.
My name's Misa-chan. It's like, we don't want that. Don't put that in.